Hey guys, welcome to today's video and welcome on into my beauty stash. Today I have a full face of Flower Beauty to try out for you guys today. Some of these things are new. They just dropped on the Ulta website about a week ago, and some have definitely been well loved in my stash. I particularly wanted to make this video because Flower Beauty dropped a new concealer. You guys know how I feel about complexion products. I love testing out foundations and concealers, so I thought we'd also do a little mini wear test with these concealers as well. Unfortunately, I've already decluttered the two Flower Beauty foundations that I had in my stash because of age, so we're gonna put this concealer to the test and use it as foundation as well. I picked up two different shades. This is the new Get Real Serum Concealer. So one of the shades I picked up is Fair, and then the other shade I picked up is Ivory. I'll show you some swatches during the application portion of the video, and I'm just ready. I'm ready to do this full face of Flower Beauty makeup. Flower Beauty is undergoing like I don't want to say a rebrand, but they've closed down their website because I guess they're reorganizing things. Maybe they're going to come out with a new logo, although I think this logo looks the same as it did, but I'm just anxious. I'm anxious to see what Drew Barrymore, because Flower Beauty is owned by the gorgeous Drew Barrymore. I'm anxious to see what they have in store for us for 2023. And if it is your first time here on my channel, I want to say hi and welcome to all of you. My name is Steph. This is what I love to do. I love trying out new makeup, testing it, reviewing it. That is the primary content you see here on my channel. I also do multiple looks with eyeshadow palettes, makeup ranking videos, you name it. We talk about makeup here a lot. We have a great time while talking about the makeup. If that sounds like somewhere you want to be and something you want to see on pretty much a daily basis, I upload a lot. Do me a favor, click on the subscribe button and hit the bell next to it. That way you'll be notified every time I drop a new video. And if you're a fan of Flower Beauty, or you just want to see a good old-fashioned get ready with me trying affordable makeup, give this video a thumbs up before you go. As usual, everything will be linked and listed, most likely to Ulta, because can't link it to the Flower Beauty website right now, and some of those links might be affiliate links, so if you do end up shopping through them, I thank you so much for supporting me on my channel. Let's dive on into this full face of Flower Beauty. If you guys want to see these new goodies in action, keep on watching. Okay, so first off, we're gonna start with a new primer. Now, Flower Beauty dropped, I think there were like 3 or 4 different primers. One, and I'm going to put a picture of it right here, this is the Afterglow like serum type of primer. I have been checking every single day to see when this is going to come in stock, because when they launched it on the Flower Beauty website, it either sold out in seconds or it just launched without being in stock. I think that's what happened. So I'm expecting it to become available any day now, and as soon as it does, this is definitely something that I think I'm going to love. I feel like I'm getting the Natasha Denona primer vibes from this particular primer from Flower Beauty. So never tried that primer, but I don't know why. I feel like they're going to be super similar. So we'll have to see. I did pick up this new primer. This is the Skin Smoothie Radiant Glow Primer. They had a matte primer, and they also had, I think, like a blurring primer. There was like 3 or 4 different primers. If you check my community section, I do usually on Sundays, that's when Ulta has their biggest beauty drop for the week. I do like little collages where I let you guys know, hey, these are the new things available at Ulta, in case you want to check any of them out. And I most definitely included a lot of the products that you're going to see and hear me talk about in the next few days. I will have a huge Ulta haul, just like unboxing type of video, probably go up the day after you see this video go up, so stay tuned for that. So let's start with this Skin Smoothie Primer. We do get a pump, and that's what it looks like. There's like a slight pink peach tint to it, and yeah, I can definitely tell this is going to be a glowy primer. It has those glowy properties in it, so I'm going to actually put a little bit under my eye area. I'm going to take off these earrings before I start applying the concealer, because we are using the concealer as foundation today. This feels really good. It has a slight scent to it. It's not like a perfume scent. It's kind of like just a, well, maybe it is a little, kind of like a natural fragrance scent. it. Does that make sense? All right, so like I said, I don't have a Flower Beauty foundation at the moment. I'm hoping they release a new foundation this year. So we're gonna go in with the Get Real Concealer. This is a serum concealer. It says buildable coverage, hydrating, brightening, and smoothing. I wanna say this is gonna get us medium to full coverage. So the shade I'm gonna swatch first is going to be Fair. Put that right there. I think that shade is going to be good as like an all over shade and a spot concealer shade, whereas this other shade, Ivory, this is going to be more of like an under eye concealer shade. Yeah, because it's a little bit lighter. It'll brighten up that under eye area. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. Since I have them both here, you know what, just to be equal, I'm gonna do 2 stripes on both sides, but I am gonna focus Ivory under my eye area. I have this little doe foot applicator. It's like a little squeezy tube type of packaging. A little bit here. So this is where I would normally, you know, want to brighten a little bit. And then we'll add some of Ivory later. I'm going to use my favorite concealer brush, the BK A506, to start blending out under the eye area, and then I'm going to switch to the BK 101 to start applying this as foundation. With the concealer, I'm not getting a scent from it, so that's good. Just kind of spreading this out, and then I am going to get my larger brush. Now I'm taking my BK 101. I'm just going to start just stippling it into the skin. Then I'm going to go in with the other shade right now. So now I'm taking the shade Fair. Now I put a little bit of the shade Fair on the back of my hand, and I'm going to get my damp beauty sponge and just use this to press all over the complexion, just to make sure we have a smooth, even application. Okay, so I love the way my complexion is looking, and let me just give you some quick specifics on this concealer. So there are 12 shades listed on the Ulta website. I don't know if that's the full shade range, or that might just be a limited shade range, and then when they launch or relaunch their website, there's going to be more shades available. It retails for $11.99, and it's going to be, it says it's a lightweight formula, which yes, I do agree, it's a lightweight formula. It's going to refresh, protect, and provide all-day hydration. I can see that, and I can feel that. It does have medium buildable coverage, so I was right on that. It says it's gluten-free, brightening, smoothing, enriched with nourishing vitamins and sunflower seed oil to energize and brighten, shea butter to smooth out fine lines and plump. Oh, I love shea butter. Okay, so not bad. I'm gonna try and have this face of makeup on for at least 8-9 hours. Who knows? Possibly 10. Just that way we can see how, you know, all of these Flower Beauty products are gonna wear throughout the day. If you're unfamiliar with me or my channel, this might be, what if this is your first video that you're ever watching from me? I'm 40 years old and I do have normal to oily skin, oily primarily in the T-zone. All right, so next we're gonna use these new Flower Beauty contour wands. I've already used these in one of my more recent videos. There was 3 shades released, and I have the light and medium shade. My local CVS was out of the deep shade. If not, I would have picked that up just to, you know, swatch them all out for you guys. But this is very similar to the new Tarte, the contour wand that came out, and of course the Charlotte Tilbury is called contour wand. Tarte is called Shape Tape contour wand. I don't know, I cannot, at this point guys, I cannot keep track of them. It does have like that little sponge applicator. I'm swatching them on the back of my hand. This one is the lightest shade, and this one is called Light. And here is the medium shade. So I'm going to start first with the medium shade. These tend to dry pretty quickly, so you want to work in smaller sections, which is why I'm just applying it to the forehead. And I'm using my Smashbox Cream Cheek brush. If you hear a little clicking, it's the buttons on my sweater. First time I wear this sweater, didn't know it was gonna be a noisemaker. I'm gonna add a little bit more. Bring it in and down a little bit. I have a big forehead, so I don't mind going in with a lot of bronzer. Now I'm just gonna take my damp beauty sponge and just press over everything. I like it. I think this is a nice, affordable alternative in case the Tarte and Charlotte Tilbury are out of your budget at the moment. This is something possibly worth checking out. I'm gonna go in with the light shade now, and I'm just gonna do a little bit right here. I'm gonna do a little bit on my nose as well. But first I'm just gonna start with the cheekbones. All right, so the complexion is really coming together. I'm liking the primer, the concealer, the contour wand. I think everything just looks really pretty. Next, we're gonna go in with blush, and unfortunately, I don't have a Flower Beauty blush, so I'm gonna use one of the e.l.f. Luminous Putty blushes, and the shade I'm gonna go in with is called St. Bart's. I'm gonna take my BK 109, and I'm just dipping in here. Start applying. All right, next we're gonna go in with some liquid highlighter, and this is also new in the Flower Beauty line. This is their Spotlight Liquid Highlighter. This isn't as new as like the contour and the concealer. This has been out for a couple months already, but this is new to me because I originally picked up a darker shade. I think I picked up the shade Golden. That was just too dark for my skin tone. So the shade I picked up is called Opal. So this is the first time we're going to swatch this. I'm going to put a little bit on the back of my hand first. I just want to see the color of it. Oh yeah, I think this is going to be perfect. That is so pretty. Okay, so so I don't waste it. Now you can use your finger, you can use a brush. I'm going to switch to a brush. I'm just getting what I had off of the back of my hand. I'm going to use my AOA F19. I would imagine that they're going to be coming out with blushes in the same type of packaging, just because that would make sense, right? I know Charlotte Tilbury is coming out with blushes in this type of packaging very soon. I wouldn't mind trying one of her blushes. Would you believe that I don't have a single Charlotte Tilbury blush? I'm probably like one of the only ones, at least here on YouTube, that doesn't have a Charlotte blush. I've always wanted one though, but you know, it just, something else always came up. There was always something else to buy, you know? Wow, I think that looks really pretty. I'm gonna add a little bit more of the e.l.f. Blush, just because that's what I usually do every time I go in with highlighter. I just kind of add a little bit more blush just to blend the two together. All right, what are we thinking about this complexion? Now, unfortunately, I had a Flower Beauty setting spray, but in one of my recent declutters, because of age, it was time to part with it. So since I'm wearing a lot of glowy makeup products, I'm gonna just take it down a little bit and go in with this NYX matte setting spray. This is one of my favorite setting sprays at the drugstore. All right, now I'm just going to lightly press my damp beauty sponge all over, because now we're gonna go in with setting powder. And if you guys have been watching my channel a while, you all know I love the Flower Beauty Miracle Matte Finishing Powder. It is just one of my favorite powders. I love how it sets the under eye concealer, and I find that this has just worked so well with so many products that I've paired with it. I hope they don't discontinue this, but you can find this on the Ulta Beauty website, and it does have a sister. It has a glow finishing powder, so I think we'll use both of them. Why not? But I'm definitely going to use the matte under the eye and in the T-zone. I'm just taking a little bit on my Shop Miss A powder puff. So here's the glow powder. I'm gonna get my Refer 30, and I'm just gonna pick up a little bit, and I'm gonna swirl it on the cap and lightly dust this on the perimeter. This will also help if maybe you went a little heavy-handed with blush, bronzer, highlighter. Okay, just gives a beautiful glow to the complexion. Okay, so now that the complexion is done, the base makeup is all done, I'm gonna pop off camera, apply brows because I don't have Flower Beauty brow products, and I'm gonna come back and we're gonna start creating a look with a couple Flower Beauty eyeshadow palettes currently in my stash. All right, brows are on, and I used NYX brow products. I'll have them linked in the description box, and I did add some eyeshadow primer. My favorite is the one from Too Faced, the 24-hour shadow insurance primer, so that is the only non-drugstore item that I'm wearing on this face. So I want to do a lipstick before we get into the eye look, and Flower Beauty dropped these new lip products. This is the Plump Up Gloss Stick. I feel like this is going to be a dupe for those Tarte Maracuja Juicy lippies that they have that are so popular that I love. But it's just a little pop-up. You press down here and the product will eventually come up. Yep, it is. The shade I picked up is called Sizzle. Okay. Not incredibly pigmented. You can feel it starting to tingle a little bit. I like that. That is a very nice neutral shade. It feels very similar to the Tarte ones. Super, super similar. So if you haven't bought those Maracuja lip plumps from Tarte, this would actually be a nice alternative to that for about half the price. All right, so let's start creating an eye look. I'm going to be using the Jungle Lights palette in today's look, and then the other palette that I have, I only have two. It's this little quad right here. This one is Petal Play Shadow Quad. Does it have, I guess it's just called Petal Play, like, because I know that there are several different shades in these. I got the neutral shade. I think I bought both of these at the same time, so that way it could pair well with all of those shimmers. So we're gonna use this little quad. So I'm just gonna focus on these two shades in the quad, and then we'll bring in some of those beautiful shimmers in Jungle Lights. I'm taking that lighter shade on a BK 202. We'll just run this in the crease. Very simple, quick and easy look today. Now on a BK A502, I'm going in with a darker brown. We'll use that to deepen up the outer corner and also the crease a bit. I'm going to bring some of that dark brown down to the lower lash line. Okay, so I think we have a really nice blend with those neutral shades. Now let's go into Jungle Lights. I have like this rust color sweater on, so I was thinking of maybe doing the shade right here, even the purple, like mix and match them, and then this beautiful gold. We have two golds here. I'm going to start first with this shade. I'm taking the shade on a damp Morphe M124. I'm going to focus it like right here in the center, and then we'll do probably that gold for the inner corner. I believe Ulta has like a buy two, get one free, or a buy one, get one half off on all of their Flower Beauty products. So hopefully by the time you guys see this video, that sale will still be going on. But if not, at least it's an affordable brand to wear. You know, it makes picking up a couple products from them to try out fairly simple. Now I'm going in with the lighter gold, same brush, and I did spray it again. Wow. It's been a while that I don't use this little palette, but it still packs a major punch. I'm going to go in with this deeper gold for the lower lash line, that inner corner. I'm just using a damp BH Cosmetics pencil brush. Okay, so I'm loving the way this look is turned out. I think it looks really nice. I do have Flower Beauty liner and mascara. The liner I have is a dark brown. The shade is called Dark and Stormy, and this is their Forever Winged liner. It is a pen style liner. So I'm just gonna tight line. And now the mascara I'm gonna go in with is the Warrior Princess mascara. Now for the lower waterline, I think I'm just going to do something nude. So I have this one from Moira Beauty. It's their eyeliner in the shade Peach. Okay guys, so here is the completed look. Full face, just about, of Flower Beauty. The only thing I'm not really loving right now, and it's just the shade with the look, is the lip gloss, the lip plumper. So I found this one in my stash. This is the Flower Scribble Stick. It says it's for eyes and lips. This one is in the shade Tickle Me Pink. So I'm gonna add this. It is like a little crayon style. Let's see if we can deepen up the lip. Not so much. This is more of a matte. And then I'll add a little more of that gloss. I think maybe it's the shade of my sweater that's kind of throwing me off too. Now I'm going to add a little bit more of the plumper. All right, so I'm definitely liking the way the lippy looks now that I added that lip crayon to it. I'm gonna be wearing this face of makeup again. 8, 9, possibly 10 hours today. So I'm gonna recap and wrap up this video when I do that final check-in of the day. I'll try and do like a quick little halfway mark, midpoint mark. That way you guys can see mainly how the concealer is wearing, because you all know I love trying out complexion products. And so that's really what I wanted to wear test for y'all today. So I'll be back in a few hours. I'll give you that midpoint check-in, and then at the end of the day, and we'll wrap up this video, I'll let you know what I thought worked out well and what didn't. 7 hours in, this is what my complexion is looking like without any touch-ups. This new concealer from Flower Beauty is doing a phenomenal job as a foundation. I am loving it. No touch-ups, nothing. I haven't touched up anything. Been wearing this face of makeup for 7 hours. I think the only thing that's rubbed off is obviously the lippy, but that's, hey, that's no big deal. 7 hours. I think this full face of Flower Beauty, just about full face of Flower Beauty, is doing fantastic. I'm gonna give it a few more hours though, and I'll be back and we'll wrap up today's video. Here we are, 9 hours, and this is where I'm going to leave today's review, today's wear test. I was mainly wanting to try out this new Get Real concealer. The concealer looks really good under the eye area, just really good all over my face, to be honest. I am starting to get a little oily on my nose. I don't do any touch-ups when I do like these wear tests and stuff. I think everything just looks so good. So good. It feels really comfortable. I am so looking forward to what Flower Beauty has in store for us for 2023. The new products that I tried today, the primer, the concealer, I mean, I just so excited. I think the lip plumper, they had a whole bunch of different shades. I think I just got like a light shade. So I'm gonna be kind of interested to try a darker shade, maybe like a red or a fun pink, bright pink shade, because I definitely had some nice shades to choose from. But overall, guys, I think the complexion did a great job. Even the eye shadow palettes that I used today, love them. The bronzer, like contour stick, the highlighter, no issues with that either. I'm really happy. I'm really happy with the way my makeup looks. All from the drugstore, all Flower Beauty, 9 hours later. I think everything just did a great job, and I'm definitely looking forward to using this concealer more. Let me know your thoughts now, guys. What did you think of today's Get Ready With Me wear test, trying out new Flower Beauty products? Did you pick up any of these products at Ulta when they launched? Sound off in the comments down below. Let me know what you're excited for or what you love about Flower Beauty. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. You all have a great day or night wherever it is y'all are at. Stay hydrated, guys. Drink that water. I'm going to see y'all very soon. Bye.